Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? Today we are kind of putting a bookend in cult horror movie review week. I know that it kind of lasted a little longer than I was preparing, but I had a couple issues with videos, blah, 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 whatever. Today I'm recommending 5 documentaries about real life cults that if you are interested in this kind of topic, I feel like these are great ones to watch. A few of them recent, a few of them a little older. I will leave my Letterboxd list with all of the recommendations that I've talked about throughout this whole cult horror week. I will leave it linked down below, as well as all of my other links if you would like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. I will warn you that some of the subject matter in these documentaries are a little heavy, so if that's not for you, I'll see you in the next video. But let's get into some real life cult documentaries. So a lot of these are actually series, except for my number 5 pick. I have recommended this before, but recently I was recommended Scientology talk on my TikTok, and I felt very afraid. So the only documentary and not docu-series on this list is My Scientology movie from 2015. Filmmaker Louis Theroux is denied admittance into the Church of Scientology's headquarters, setting into motion a clever, confrontational, and chaotic plan to try and reveal the inner workings of the mysterious organization. Nothing has ever made me feel more aggravated and annoyed and felt like real life, I don't know, like fear more than this documentary. This feels so invasive. This whole documentary, I feel like, is a really great place to start if you are researching the darker side of that. But I'm not going to talk more about that because I don't need strange messages in my DMs. I had enough of that with the Mattress Firm people. Let's move on. At number 4, we have The Vow from 2020. Now, this started in 2020, and it is 2 seasons long. A look at the experiences of the members of NXIVM, an organization and sex cult that made headlines for being charged with trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy. And this docuseries is truly so scary because there are real people that I grew up with Allison Mack on Smallville, and then suddenly she's the leader of a subsect of this sex cult. Grace Van Dien also, I'm not here to expose anyone's business. She's openly said this on TikTok. She was a part of NXIVM, and if you guys know who she is, that is Chrissy from Stranger Things. And I feel like that also proves that things like that are just, it's in plain sight. Cults are in plain sight, and you don't really know people's scary experiences until they leave. The next story that I'm writing, the next short story that I'm working on, is involving a cult, and I'm really excited to be taking all of the knowledge that I've gained over the past few years and to put it in my own work. And that does not mean I'm starting a cult. That's scary. Also, take a drink every time I say scary. Actually, hey, don't do that. Okay, moving on to another docuseries. Love Has Won, The Cult of Mother God from 2023. This one is 3 episodes long, chronicles the life and death of Amy Carlson, aka Mother God, a self-proclaimed spiritual savior who built a cult through her online manifestos and live streaming sessions. And if you have seen this one, you know the outcome. And if you haven't seen this one I'm gonna just spoil this real quick. If you don't want this spoiled for you, just skip 30 seconds. Amy Carlson passes away. She was pretty much microdosing colloidal silver all day, every day, and eventually she turned blue. She looked like an alien, and she was pretty much waiting for a UFO to come take her home. And when she passed, she did look like an alien. And her followers were keeping her body to wait for it to ascend or something like that. Is so out of pocket, but the whole journey to get there is absolutely unhinged, and I highly suggest this one. I've mentioned TikTok a bunch in this video, so let's talk about the TikTok cult. At number 2, we have Dancing for the Devil, the 7M cult from 2024, another one with 3 episodes after TikTok dancers join a management company and its associated church, of course. Unsettling details about the founder and his dark realities come to light, and it is truly just so sad to see families being torn apart over a TikTok dance. But anyways, let's throw it back to 2015 to a docuseries that really stuck with me, and this one is on the longer side, so just stay with me here. At number 1, we have Wild Wild Country. From 2018, this one is 6 episodes and almost 7 hours long. When a controversial cult leader begins a utopian city in the Oregon desert, conflict with the locals escalates into a national scandal. Now this one makes me so afraid. This deals with the cult that went to a salad bar and gave almost 800 people food poisoning. Literally, one of my worst fears is to go to a restaurant and get food poisoning, and to know that someone deliberately did it does not sit right with me. But I feel like that's a great example, and all of these are great examples of cults coming in different shapes and sizes, and with different motives, different members, different everything. And it's all the inner workings, I feel, are almost all working towards the same goal, but none of them have the same outcome. Does that make sense? So anyways, let me know if you guys have seen any of these documentaries, docuseries. I just kind of wanted to wrap up the whole cult theme here before we move into anything else. My next video will be another to be recommendations video. You guys have been loving those, and I love talking about accessible horror, so we're gonna continue with that. So on that note, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check out the Letterboxd list corresponding to the cult movies and cult documentaries. I will leave it linked down below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Sayonara, Spooky fam.